so excited, huh?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and especially to the very smart lady, Devina. Now, like what Sarah has said, I truly love the power in her speech. I've always been a big fan of her powerful way of delivering. She has this very powerful projection of voice, which is a good virtue as a public speaker. She has this tone variety that brings up the atmosphere up and down, which she has used heavy tone on the opening, and she uses a slow tone when she's delivering her main point, which is very good. And she also has this body language that actually synchronizes with the pace and the atmosphere of the audience. Now all of this adds up to the credibility of the speaker, or what is known as ethos. Now the ethos adds you up, helps you to make the audience to know that you're worth listening to, that what you're delivering is actually something that you should listen to, adding up to excitement to the listener's ears. Now let me start evaluating you by your project objectives. Now the objective of P9 is to persuade the audience to adopt your viewpoint using logic and emotional appeal. Now let me go through this one by one. Now the first objective for the speech is to use logos, or what is commonly known as the logical appeal of the audience. Now you're able to appeal to the logic of the audience by telling them the reason behind using the rewards by asking Hui the question. And why you should use logos in a persuasive speech. Now, the logical appeal in a speech is because we humans, we are creatures of logic. We understand logic better than anything. So when we have a rational, every audience have a certain degree of understanding of the topic, and you need to use logic to let them understand that there is this one viewpoint that will add up. They will help you to achieve better in your life, which is well done. And the next is your call to action. By the end of your speech, you summarize it up, and you top it up by telling the audience that if you use motivation instead of reward in your life, you will be able to achieve better. Which again is very well done, because without a call to action, a persuasive speech will be incomplete. And now for the points for improvement. Now, in a persuasive speech, the structure of the speech is very crucial. Now, one of the ways that you can structure a persuasive speech is by using the identification of problem, reason of the problem, and the solution of the problem. Now, what I noticed from your speech is that you start up by telling us the reason, by telling us that the extrinsic is not any better than intrinsic, in which if you follow intrinsic, you will be able to achieve better. And then you come up with a solution that you should go out for the things that you love in life. And then you identify the problem, that if you use reward, you will regret it. In which I feel that you could have put that on the start of speech. You make them feel insecure, like what mineral water advertisements have done by telling us the water that we drink every day is unhealthy. And then you can start by giving us the reason and the solution. But overall, it was a very wonderful speech. I love your body language, but keep paying attention to your structure. And your next speech will be even more persuasive. Back to you, Thomas.
Some of our Indonesian EXCO members have a habit of staining their pants before coming to speak.
What? Come on.
Hey, next up, can I have Jamie to come up to evaluate Minta?